Today we will be adding on to our subtraction knowledge. We will be doing this by learning how we apply our knowledge of subtraction to everyday life. How do we use what we've been learning here in the classroom at home? This is important because we add and subtract every single day in every activity we do without even knowing it. It's important to know how much of something you have, or if you give something away, you need to know how much you have left, okay? So over here to our right is our existing list of subtraction words. Here we have minus, subtract, and take away, okay? Let's see if we can add to our existing list by growing our knowledge of subtraction words. What words do we use at home for subtraction? Do we hear these? Do we pick them up when we hear them in the word problem? Let's see. I'm going to start by modeling with Skittles. Mr. Berry has 8 Skittles. She eats 3. How many does she have left? Okay, so here in my cup, we're going to count out 8 Skittles, okay? Let's see. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? So let's go back and double check our work. Make sure we count out loud as we touch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay? I have 8. That's the amount that I started with, okay? So I ate 3. 1, 2, 3. Now look at the Skittles in front of you. Did your amount get smaller or bigger?
Smaller.
Smaller. Okay, well, we know when something is smaller, we use subtraction. So can we use that same idea and say that 8 is a subtraction word because we started with something and now we don't have it anymore? Let's add 8 to our subtraction word. Okay. So I started with the number 8 and I took away 3. And now let's count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 left. I started with 8. I took away 3. And now I have 5 left. I'm going to leave left on our list of subtraction words, okay? So we started with 8, we took away 3, and now we have 5. We can also model this problem using tally marks, okay? We are going to first start by drawing the number of tally marks, the number of Skittles that we started with. There should be 1 tally mark for each Skittle, okay? So we have 8 Skittles, so I'm going to draw 8 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I'm going to go back and double check my work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now I'm going to cross out 3 tally marks to represent the number of Skittles that I ate. 1, 2, 3. Okay? or I subtracted 3. So now I'm going to count the tally marks that do not have X's on them or that I did not cross out. And these tally marks will represent the number of Skittles that I have left. I have
1, 2, 3, 4,
5
5.
Skittles left. So I can say that 8 minus 3 is 5. So we know that our subtraction sign looks like this. Okay? We know that our subtraction sign looks like this. And here's our equal sign. So now we're going to model with numbers how much 8 subtract 3 is. So I started with 8, so I'm going to put 8 to the left of the subtraction sign. I ate 3, so I'm going to write the number 3 to the right of the subtraction sign. And what are ways that I can count backwards?
Maybe a number line you can count backwards.
I can use a number line to solve that. That's true. Okay, so if I use my number line, I can go back 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and I will land on 5. So I know that 8 minus 3 is
5.
5. What are some other ways I can use to help me count? Or do 8 subtract 3? If I use my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 5 here, and I have 3 here. I have 8. So I take away 3 ones, 1, 2, 3, and I have 5 left. Okay? Let's see. Are there any other ways that we could count or subtract to get 8 minus 3? What if I told you that 2, I can skip count twice? I mean, I can skip count 4 times to get to 8. So that means there's 4 groups of 2 inside of 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay? There's only 1 group of 2 inside of 3. And I have another 1 left. Okay? So, if I get rid of the 2 and the 1, let's see if that will work. 2, 4, 6, 8 minus 3. So I have a group of 2 over here that I can subtract because it's repeated. So I'm going to cross that out. Okay. That's
6 minus 1.
I'm left with 6 minus 1. 2, 4, 6 minus 1.
That equals 5.
Let's see. That one was a little tricky. I don't know if I would try that method. I would stick with tally marks, and I could draw stars. I could use my number line. I could count backwards. What if I change my numbers? Will I get the same result if I use the same strategy?
Maybe.
I start with 9 cookies and I eat 2. Okay? So now, how many tally marks can I draw?
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To represent the amount of Skittles that I started with. And how many should I cross out to represent the amount that I ate?
2.
So now I'm going to count the remaining tally marks to figure out how many I have left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can say that 9 minus 2 equals
7.
Now, what is the opposite of subtraction?
Addition.
Addition. So if I wanted to check my work, I could use the opposite of subtraction to check my work, okay? I should be able to add the number that I subtracted in order to get the number that I started with. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to use the number that I ended with, which was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to add 2. 1, 2. Let's see. Will I end up with 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I end up with the number that I started with. So, if 9 minus 2 is 7, then 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. Okay, so that's how we use subtraction to apply subtraction to everyday life. And are there any questions?
No.
Okay.